Right, trigonometry, okay. Right angle triangles we're working with, and often they'll give you the angle, okay, or they'll refer to an angle, and they might give you a side, and in this case then they want you to work out this side here. So the key thing to working with trigonometry is to remember this mnemonic, okay, because it really will help you set up the formulas correctly, okay, so katoa, okay, and then once you remember this, written it down, we then need to see how this gets applied. Well, in your right angle triangle, of course, one side we know straight away is that side, isn't it? That will be my H hypotenuse, yeah? Okay, hypotenuse. We know the hypotenuse is the longest side, but more importantly, okay, if you can't really see which is the longest, you know it's always opposite the right angle, okay? It's always opposite the right angle in the triangle. So H there, because it's opposite this, that's your longest side, that's a hypotenuse. Next thing then, we'll label the O, okay? Alright, and the O is going to go here, because O stands for opposite, okay? Opposite, and of course, this side is opposite the angle that they've given us, okay? So this angle here, opposite side to that angle is there. And then finally then the A, and A is adjacent, okay? The word adjacent, and adjacent just means next to, okay? So that word adjacent, it just means next to, and in this case, you just got to think, well, it's next to the angles, yeah? It's always next to the angles. You've got the angle there, which they've given us, and the right angle. So just think about it that way with the A, adjacent, next to both the angles. Then, okay, once you've done that, we're going to use two of these letters, okay? We never use more than two, okay? We don't use the three in one question, so we're only going to use two. Of course, in this case, we'll use the H because they've given us the H, right? Always use the side that they've given you, okay? Because we can use that information, we can use that value, 24.6. And of course the other one then, the natural one to use is A, because I want to actually work out this side, I want to work out Y. O, well, we're not really bothered with O, because we don't know how long O is, but they're not asking for it neither. They're not asking to work out that side, so let's just forget about that. So we've got H and A. So then you remember this mnemonic, and then we can see which one we need to use. So katoa, which one's got A and H in it? Well, you can see then clearly then the middle one, okay? That one then, the cos one, all right? So C stands for cos, of course. So then all you've got to do then is you set your formula out using that mnemonic in that order. So we start off with the C, okay, which represents cos, and it's always cos of that angle, right? Whatever the angle is. So cos of 34.5, right? So starting off with that cos and an angle, it's got to be an angle there. And that will equal then, okay, then you just go in the order we've got here. So A divided by H, okay, so it's always divide. So cos of the angle is equal to A divided by H, right? So we can write that down if you want, okay? And then, of course, you can put in your values that you've got. Well, you know A is equal to Y, and of course H then is 24.6. All right. Last step then. Well, I want to work out what Y is. I want Y, but I'm dividing by this 24.6, and because I'm dividing by it, let's take it over the other side. And when you take something over, you do the opposite. So because we're doing Y divide by this, if I take it over, I'm going to be multiplying, aren't I? So 24.6 times cos 34.5, and I'm left with what Y is. Okay, so take it over and multiply. So on my calculator, 24.6 times cos 34.5, and it comes out to be 20.3. Okay, 20.27 actually, but that will round to 20.3 to one decimal place.